Up next, we got the song Dynamite. So let's check that one out. For some reason, this verse is reminding me of Blitzkrieg Pop. I don't know if it's the drums or what, but it's kind of giving me those vibes. But the rest of the track's not really. The way the vocalist is singing Dynamite in the chorus, I just love that. It sounds really cool. The way he's hauling out that word, the way he's singing Dynamite, very cool. And yeah, I'm digging the instrumentation so far. Let's keep her going.
My shot tonight, take you down to hell. Eat your meat until you're breathless. Twirl your hips around. I'm gonna bring my neck tonight. Get you off the ground. Dynamite. Yeah, you're dynamite. Dynamite.
Okay, that was a different solo. Dude was going for the shredding on that one. He was just going all out with the skill and the speed, while some of the other tracks on here had more emotion and trying to do like a more epic type solo. This one was just he was going all off this time, which is awesome to see, or to hear, I should say. But yeah, what an interesting track. I love the main riff in here, that down da down da down da down da down down. How the guitar and bass are pairing together so well and just creating that riff. It's the chorus riff, and it was the opening riff to the track, I believe. But yeah, real great track again.
Really tight. We make this night a special one. Make us feel alright. Put your heat into my body. Give you all my size. We're gonna beat the beat tonight. Come on, let's break the ice. Dynamite. Yeah. Dynamite. Dynamite. Dynamite.
funny. Ever since I mentioned that they keep going with the fade, they haven't done it again. That was Dynamite, a really awesome rockin' track, man. This album's full of them. We're already 6 songs through. That's crazy. Very short album, very short tracks. This was the longest one yet, I believe, at 4 minutes and 12 seconds, which is crazy. But yeah, I love that track. I like the couple metal screams that the singer threw out there throughout. One of them was around the 3 minute and 30-second mark. And that kind of threw me off. I'm like, wow, he's an amazing singer, but he can do other things as well. Yeah, just great riffs, great everything, great chorus. Dug the hell out of that track, and the guitars didn't hold back on the solo for that one, which was really cool to hear. But up next, we got the song Arizona. So let's head on over to that one. Is it just me, or is this song starting off similar to Rock You Like a Hurricane? Listen. It's off a bit, but it's close.
Arizona really was a guess. I was screwed up in a total mess. Mind blowing all the way, you know, just out of sight. Some guy stopped me in the street at night. Why didn't I come and she felt so right? Ooh, yeah, she took my breath away, just out of sight. Locked her in her car, took me to the stars. Babe, we were nuts on the way. Locked her on the moon, morning came too soon. She got me high and Arizona really feels alright. Girls swinging and they treat you right. There's so many special ways you know, and that's alright. Was so hard to leave and say goodbye. Like to stay and have another try. Mind blowing all the way, you know, just out of sight. Locked her in her car, took me to the stars. Babe, we were nuts on the way. Locked her on the moon, morning came too soon. She got me high and
I'm gonna bring it back because I feel like there's a solo about to happen. But I just wanted to mention that do 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 do. I thought that's a really cool part of the song. Kind of switches things up a bit because yeah, this track seems okay, but it seems to be the least interesting out of all the tracks I've heard so far. Just coming from a first time listen perspective, I know through songs I've done before where I found they were just okay, but on multiple listens they became my favorite. So that may be the case here too. But on this one, I find it's perfectly serviceable, but it feels a bit like a filler track compared to the rest of these songs. But again, it's first time listen.
got me high and
Going with the fade. Okay, so that was Arizona. Again, the band showing me that they can play their asses off, especially the lead guitarist. He never seems to fail in his department. Pretty kick-ass track. But out of all the ones I heard so far, this one seems the most forgettable, maybe. I do like the part where it's like do 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 do. That part's pretty cool. But yeah, a good track. It just didn't hit me like some of the other tracks so far on this album, but that's perfectly fine. You know, we're going through a whole album here, so it's bound to happen. But yeah, still a decent, solid enough track. Up next, we got the song China White, so let's check that one out. Interesting enough, this is the longest track on the album, and it's just shy of 7 minutes, so it's still not that long compared to a lot of like prog songs I've been listening to lately. So yeah, let's check out China White. Bassy. First thing I think of when I'm hearing a bass sound like this in an intro of a track is Running with the Devil. I think that's just an instinct. This may have came out first, so this is 1982. I'm not too sure on the dates, but yeah, interesting. Dude, I'm loving those guitars. That guitar riff right there. So cool. It's those little bends. I think they're bends that they're putting in there. It almost sounds eerie a little bit. Very cool. Digging this track so far. It's taken on different dimensions. feel like this riff could just play out for infinity on a loop, and I would never get bored of it. It's just so badass, and you got that driving bass force, that bump, bump in the background. Just man, it's awesome. It's very cool. Loving this track. And the voice. Again, it just feels so epic, and there's a certain heaviness to it that I really appreciate. Gotta mention the vocals though, dude. He is killing it on this track. He's been killing it on every one, but this phrasing is just so beautiful on this one. So great. I'm loving this track, and the solo that we got was something different than the rest of this album as well. It felt a little bit more experimental and like abstract, just on the way he was playing. But the rhythm section behind that was friggin' badass. Great friggin' riff there. So good. There's that fade again. Okay, China White. Is this not the most overlooked track by Scorpions? It's friggin' awesome, man. Everybody was at top of their game. They each had their moments. The drums, the vocalists, the guitars, obviously, the bass. Even the way the song opened up, it was just really cool. And yeah, just an awesome track, man. I could listen to that riff for days. It's so good. And the other elements they added into, like, you had like these weird like harmonized vocals in the background. They were like, I don't know, there was in this weird tone and pitch I'm not talking about the vocalist. Well, he might have been doing them as well, but there's this like random parts that were coming out during the riffs. Hard to explain, but if you know the song, you know what I'm talking about. Even those little elements added to the track, and it's just so damn epic, man. One of my favorites on the album so far. Very cool, and it's the longest track, and it definitely deserved it. Great, great track. Up next, we got the final track, When the Smoke is Going Down. So let's go check out the finale.
Just when you made your way back home, I find some time to be alone. I go to see the place once more. Just like 1,000 nights before, I climb the stage again this night, 'cause the place seems still alive when the smoke is going down.
Really interesting chord progression, very beautiful melody with the picking and the strings. And here it sounds like they're adding in some acoustics in the background with it, which it's adding a cool element to it. And the bass is really holding down the rhythm section on this one. It's really thick, it's really cutting through. I'm loving it. Let's see where this track goes.
Is going down. This is the place where I belong. I really love to turn you on.
Perhaps it wasn't acoustics mixed with it. Perhaps it's just a guitar that doesn't have the distortion on, possibly.
I've got your song still in my head, while your traces disappear. I climb the stage again next night, 'cause the place seems still alive when the smoke is going down. I climb the stage.
Again, a more like artistic, abstract approach to the solo compared to some of these other tracks. It's not just a hard rocking, shredding solo. No, I like that he's trying to be unique and not always sounding the same in this album. Even though this whole album fits into one subgenre, I feel like he does a good job, or the whole band does a good job at really covering all their bases and just making the tracks all stand out. None of them sound like the same song, which is always great. There's some albums you'll listen to and you have a hard time to pick out what song was what, but not the case with this track. It's very well done, or with this album, I should say. And yeah, I don't know if this is the chorus or pre-chorus, whatever you would call it. right after the solo, but the way the bass and that the rhythm, it almost has like a heavy feel to it. Watch. Right here.
I climbed this stage again this night, 'cause the place seems still alive.
I love how the rhythm's just like heavy and like boom, while the bass is like boom, boom, boom. It's like riding up. And it just makes for a really awesome sound. No more pauses. Let's finish this track.
I climbed this stage again this night, 'cause the place seems still alive. When the smoke is going down, when the smoke is going down, when the smoke is going down.
Interesting track to end on. That was one of the more slower songs. Had a great melody to it though. But yeah, it was probably the one you could consider most a ballad, I guess, out of this album. And they put it right at the end. Interesting enough. They didn't end with a huge bang and trying to shred and super impress you. No, they did that earlier in the album. They didn't have to do it again. But I do love the melodies in this and the picking and the bass really stuck out. Everything. Really great final track. Beautiful. What a killer album, though. That was Blackout from 1982, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this album. For subject matter, at least half of these tracks seem to be about relationships, which, you know, was the norm for hard rock bands back in the day. But yeah, I really enjoyed this album. Their 8th album they came out with. I don't know if this is considered their best. I know it's one of their best. It's one of their higher rated albums, but I'm curious on what the fans think about it. So that's when you guys come in. Let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know if I should check out any other Scorpions albums or any other album from any other band. I'm starting to do these full length album reactions lately, so that's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. That was Blackout from 1982 from Scorpions. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thanks for watching.